What's with the deer?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're pronghorn antelopes. They were a gift.
A special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Hopcat. Meow. Caitlin, this is worth drinking. It's a meal in a glass.
It's the people who came before us in this building. They were German, so that's why we came up with an old German style. Forefathers is an ale that was, good enough to celebrate them. We also do a barley wine that we bourbon barrel age called Citizen's Right. And Citizen's Right comes from a quote from a letter that we received. It sent chills down our spine. We're in the middle of the build out, and this historian shows up with this letter, and it's like, this is the historic home brewing company. Yeah, we knew that, but what is this? A letter to all of their customers when Prohibition was being signed into law, saying that they're being forced to find alternative means that hopefully would get them through this Prohibition period. And then the last sentence of the letter, we keep it on a quote on the wall up there. It's the day will again dawn upon Indiana when a man can drink what he wants, when personal liberty will again be a citizen's right. And when we read that last line, we just felt like we are doing what needs to happen in this space. We love to pay tribute to all of that.
Well, the home brewing company started with a reported investment of $200,000 by 90 stakeholders who were residing in Indianapolis. You began with a Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, so we did a Kickstarter campaign, and we had hundreds of small contributors. So in a similar fashion, just pooling together small amounts that all add up into a big enough sum to get something started. It was amazing. The support that we saw, all we had when we did the Kickstarter campaign was I homebrewed in my backyard, and I had samples of my homebrew that I would share with folks, and a business plan that needed a lot of work.
As a home brewer continues with the most extraordinary homebrew competition in the city.
Homebrewing, like you said, it's the core of why I got into the beer business. The homebrewing battle, it really gets to the roots of who we are. It also gets to the roots of the craft beer movement. Without homebrewing, back in the 60s and 70s, by some of the early craft beer pioneers, this movement that we're going through right now, this revolution, craft beer revolution that we're going through right now, would have never happened.
Let's talk more where you're going. There's constant impetus forward.
And at some point, you got to look in the mirror and just say, what's your goal? My goal was to take the beer from the backyard and into a tap room. I want to create something in my hometown that rivals all the cool stuff that you find in all these other major cities. Something that Indianapolis was 4 years ago, lacking. The progress that the city's made in the last few years is amazing.
This becomes a living history site.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's pretty cool.
And we just happened upon it, just
and
was meant to be type thing.
It couldn't have happened to a better person.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.